I wanted to add this short video to make the point that regardless of what your revenue model is or your cost savings model is, if someone's paying for your offering, there are different payment models. So what I mean by that is that there's different ways of financing, perhaps, that payment. There are different mechanisms or methods for transaction, and there's also different payment structures. And what I mean by that, let's start with the first one, on financing. A lot of social enterprises and regular businesses let customers spread their payment out over a long period of time. So an example of this is Grameen Shakti, which is part of the Grameen group that you already met, and they install solar panels on the roofs of homes in rural Bangladesh. And so over time, this provides value for their customers who are low-income residents of these villages in Bangladesh, but they can't afford to pay for the whole thing up front. So Grameen Shakti allows them to spread the payment over time. So that's financing. Another example is water.org, which provides loans to people who don't have water and sanitation, which means like a source of water in their home and a toilet. And so water.org helps finance these through loans, and they work with community partners to provide water and sanitation around the world. So that's what I meant by financing in terms of different payment models. The second thing I wanted to mention is the different mechanisms for transaction. And what I mean by that is whether you're financing or not, the methods of payment are different in different settings. So in the US, for example, where I live, a lot of people use credit cards. Not all people do, but it's a common method of transaction. You order something online and you pay with a credit card, whether you're paying for the whole thing up front or financing over time. In Lebanon, where I lived for many years and where I come from, it's more cash on receipt. So even if you're ordering online, you pay the person who delivers to you in cash when you get it. And this is changing over time, but it's just to say that less people rely on credit cards and more people use cash. And in many countries, mobile payments are used where people pay with their phone. So regardless of whether you're paying for the whole thing up front or financing, the method of payment can be different. It can be through your phone, through cash, through credit cards, etc. So that's another thing to keep in mind, because all these different payment models are opportunities for you to meet your customers' needs and figure out how to make this viable. And the third thing I wanted to mention was payment structures. What I mean by that is that if this is an ongoing service that you provide, you can consider different payment models like a subscription model, which, for example, here in the US, we use it for food delivery or for website subscriptions or journal subscriptions, and it could be an option in many different settings for many different products or services. So the point I want to make here is that regardless of your revenue model, also think about different payment models that can make your offering more accessible, available, acceptable, affordable to your customers.